ਮੇਰੇ ਦਿਲ ਨੂੰ ਤੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਟੁੱਟੇ ਦਿਲ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਂਭੀ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਕੀ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਮੁਟਿਆਰੇ 12 ਸਾਲ ਬੱਜੀਆਂ ਚਰਾਈਆਂ ਛੱਡੇ ਤਖਤ ਹਜ਼ਾਰੇ ਹਰ ਸਾਹ ਨਾਲ ਯਾਦ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਂਗ ਕਰੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਚੱਲ ਤਕਰਾ ਬਣਾ ਦੇ ਤਾਰੇ ਨੇ ਪਸੰਦ ਮਾਰੇ ਲਾ ਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੇਖੇਗੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਯਾਦ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਊਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਰਾਸ ਨਾ ਆਇਆ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਨੀ ਜੋ ਦਿਲ ਦਾ ਮਹਿਲ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਤੋੜ ਕੇ ਮੋਤੀ ਫੁੱਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਉਸ ਮਹਿਲ 'ਚ ਬੂਟਾ ਲਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਨੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਗਈਆਂ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਅਲੜੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਛੱਡੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਗਈਆਂ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਅਲੜੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਛੱਡੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਇਸ਼ਕੇ ਦੇ ਰਾਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੁੜ ਕੇ ਰਹਿ ਗਏ ਹਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਤਾਨੇ ਮੇਣੇ ਹੱਸ ਕੇ ਸਹਿ ਗਏ ਹਾਂ ਇਸ਼ਕੇ ਦੇ ਰਾਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੁੜ ਕੇ ਰਹਿ ਗਏ ਹਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਤਾਨੇ ਮੇਣੇ ਹੱਸ ਕੇ ਸਹਿ ਗਏ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਰੋੜਦੀ ਰਹੀ ਜਜ਼ਬਾਤ ਜਦੋਂ ਰੁੜੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀਏ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਟੁੱਟੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ
Hey, you gotta come over here. I just realized that. Just slide on over here with me, you'll be fine. Look, I almost hit the 30-second thing, and then I don't know what happened. So welcome to, I'm crooked, it's okay. Y'all know what I look like, you sang me last night. Let me give you some more. Oh, these chairs roll. Welcome to Adult Conversation Radio Show, not reloaded. With Sunshine Aces and Summer Rain is here tonight. And we were hanging out with you guys last night. Why does mic seem little? I need a bigger mic. It's too small. Oh, get your mic over here. Just pick it up. You know, but there you go. I won't be able to hear you. So it's a new year, new network. We are now on Bellway Radio and Beyond. I'm very excited about that. Shout out to Chip Chat and 420 Friendly Radio and Game Master still here hanging in there. I miss you, Trump. Call me. So it's no longer Rip Radio Network. They're not gone. They're just not here. So they're gonna be doing some different things. So that's exciting. I'm excited. It's a new year. I didn't want to talk about the new year anymore because I felt like we talked about it enough. But are these coasters? I got coasters. I know. Can you hear me? Okay. Hey, baby. Good to see you. So we were on. I'm a little hoarse. I'm a little tired because we did Sex Talk with Sunshine last night and Miss Summer had a ball. That was a good show. Did you have fun? I had so much fun. And shout out to everybody that was participating and rocking with us. I sent out the emails I said I would today. I put it up on YouTube. I'm going to set it up so like you automatically get a notification once I put it on YouTube. As soon as I put it up there, I already had a couple people go watch it. So I love y'all. Thank you. So anyway, back to Adult Conversation. For the time being, it's just going to be me on Adult Conversation. I'm still going to reach back out to Candy. She got a busy schedule, though. She got a lot of jobs. Like, she do a lot of stuff. And I don't really be having time to move like that. But, yeah, so I asked Summer to join me for the first show back since we had so much fun last night. We're going to have some fun tonight. Even though this show is always more serious, I'm still gonna say fuck and I'm still gonna say dick and pussy and stuff like that. But we are gonna be more on a serious note because tonight's topic is New Year, New You, and time for less fuckery. So I'm excited about talking about that. And it says we're gonna be doing the shows back to back. And of course, Summer can join me anytime that she wants. I do have a guest for you February 9th, and I'm working on a guest for that following show. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good year, some good stuff coming up. I'm excited about the new network. I'm so glad it's not called Mumbo Sauce Radio. I would have died. So I'm very excited about the name. It's like a blessing from the universe, I tell you. Yes, it was. It was a blessing from the universe. Yes, it was a blessing. So, yeah, that's cool. So we're going to we hit the sex aspect of time for less fuckery and doing more things for ourselves. So we're going to go into that a little bit tonight. And actually, typically what I would do is I do the definitions. I threw that shit out the window because that was never my part. That was Drew's part anyway. We're just going to have a term of the day, which will line up with the topic. Plus, that'll be a lot easier for me to get the shit done. What do you think?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, because we used to do the urban and then the other, and it just was so long. And with the new for the new year. So these are a few changes we're going to be doing, but we got some more coming up. I'm still keeping the sex talks questions in there because that'd be fun, and I like to hear the vanilla people answer the questions because I like to see the look on their face. And maybe this time I'll remember what I said since it was just last night.
But this way we get to have two answers.
But no,
that's you say pick one.
Pick one exactly. But the funny thing is, I wrote myself a list of things that I wanted to do better this year for Adult Conversation on Beltway Radio and Beyond. I want to be more prepared, and I love to write. For anybody who doesn't know, I've been writing for years and years and years. My kids are writers. I used to get books from the bookmobile when it used to come to the church parking lot. So I've been big on reading, and I want to put together. And so instead of me finding relatable topics for what I'm going to be talking about, I'm actually writing my own articles now, and then I'll put them all together, and we'll see what I'm going to do with that. Because a lot of times I'll read what they write, and I don't even agree with that shit. I'll be like, that's stupid. I don't know what they said that for. So I want to throw that out, and I want to focus more on my opinion. Because, of course, that's why I'm a podcaster, because bitch like to talk, and I want y'all to hear my opinion. So why comment on other people's opinions when I can just write on my own? So it is relatable to your life. And that's where I was going with last night when I was telling some people, oh, my gosh, you really want to watch tomorrow night's show because we're really going to dive into that on a more adult level versus fuck, suck. Because we talked about a lot of sucking. We played this game, and I played one similar. I'll be adjusting it a little bit, and it was pick one. So I was like, are you going to fuck more, suck more, lick more? Oh, we had a ball with that. Like, that was a good time.
Some people are going to have some lists going.
They did. Oh, my gosh, I forgot about that. Tell that part. You remember that part? Tell that part.
Yeah, so we decided that it would be great to start keeping track of how much sucking
doing and fucking you're doing. Yeah. Because I said, what would you, first of all, I want to know how many people really know how many people they fucked. And if you did really know, do you really tell anybody? Because, it's like the big secret. And then I said, I wish I'd have kept a list from the time I started. Because then I think that would have been cool. I would have had the numbers. I probably would have shared it. I'd be like, God damn. Like,
but we're here to tell you, if you do tell us,
it is safe. Well, I'm going to tell, but I ain't going to just tell them it was you. I'm not going to use names. So what we asked was to start keeping track now. It's still early enough in the year. And I don't care if you're single. Well, we had some single people on the feed. Shout out to New York was on the feed. Atlanta was in the feed. The DMV was on the feed. So a lot of people gave their opinion. And shit, the show got shared so many fucking times. I ain't even had time to go back and look at it today. So I know people watching it. So we want you to keep track of how many times, what your favorite thing is to do, fuck or suck or lick or whatever you're good at. We want to know how many times you do it this year. So you can just start your little list. And you can put an X in your phone. And then at the end of the year, we'll go back and count all the X's. And then I'm not going to say her name because I don't have permission. I did email her today, though. The young lady that was on the feed that was like, oh, I suck it at least 7 days. She said, I suck it every day and twice on Sunday. I was like, God bless you. Yeah, that was funny as shit. So I definitely wanted to keep a list. And what she told me, I said, she said, well, they got spare rooms so I could come over. I was like, oh, I'm coming over there because I want to hear how y'all get this done so efficiently.
And if you know how many you did last year, just
don't nobody keep track. Yeah, you should try to beat your record. You should try to beat your record. Shit was so funny, though. So that was a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm going to get back into tonight's topic. New year, new you, time for less fuckery. Not fucking, fuckery. So speaking of fuckery, let's talk about the term of the day, which is fuckery. So fuckery, of everything that I saw that people wrote about fuckery, which I already had my thoughts on it, is basically bullshit. So fuckery, the definition I saw, it said the slang term pertaining to a person, situation, or place that's considered ridiculous or an injustice. I thought that was kind of, went across the board. But you can interchangeably use bullshit and fuckery, just depending on who you're speaking to. And I'm going to give you an example. For example, I am the only me at my company. So for the owner to think that I will come to the office and work on Martin Luther King's birthday, which is a federal holiday for Black Americans, is just plain fuckery. That just shit was not happening, and I didn't do it because I pray all day, and I wanted to celebrate Dr. King's birthday, so that's what I did. I prayed for equality and freedom and all that stuff. So that's how you would use fuckery in a sentence. Does that make sense?
Yes, I have one too.
You do? I'd love to hear
Yes.
it. Okay. This is going to be good.
Getting a promotion with a title change, but not a pay change?
That's fuckery.
That's fuckery.
Give me some dab. Yes, that's fuckery too. So that's how you use fuckery, interchangeable with bullshit. But it sounds like you mean what you saying. So, I mean, like when I first heard that Trump was leaving, I was like, what kind of fuckery is this?
Right.
So, and then when the award show started, like an hour later, I was like, what the fuckery is going on in here? So you can use it so many times.
When Mambo sauce was brought up.
Oh my, what type
That
of
was
fuckery is that? Like, totally works. Okay. So, we're going to talk about the new year, the new you, and I'm going to talk about what I'm going to say, but I want you to jump in at any time, and then I'm going to stop and see if you agree with me or if you have something that you want to add.
Okay.
Versus, like I said, commenting on what other people wrote. So the first thing I wrote is called A New Year of Peace, Pleasure, and Passion. So less fuckery bullshit, but more fucking pleasure. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So, one of the reasons that I decided, I didn't do any New Year's parties this weekend, this for the new year. And one of the reasons I decided not to was because of all the expectations that I have to deal with and all the people that will be around me. So I really wanted to go into the new year with a sense of peace, relaxation, and focus. So New Year's to me always represents an end to a year and New Year's goals that people quite often lose sight of by mid-March or earlier. So I think we should just throw that shit out the window. So it's a great reminder to many of us what you did not accomplish. Because it's kind of like you set a New Year's goal, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to lose this weight, I'm going to quit smoking, I'm going to eat better. And then you don't do that shit, and then you just already start feeling like a failure early in the year. And we don't want that to occur this year. So, and we're still early enough that we can make this shit a reality. So instead of and then typically when you go to New Year's parties, everyone wants to talk about resolutions. But I was like, it's with the holidays and the depression of people losing people, I think we do things based on a tradition, but not based on the preference or the actual choice that we have. So that's what this is about. I want you to focus more on your choices of things you need to do to make you happy. For example, when I'm being a mean person, I probably did something to make me mean, so I probably shouldn't do that shit no more. Can you think of something that you do that you probably shouldn't do that makes you react in a way that you shouldn't react?
Yeah, like make commitments that I didn't
That
really want to.
you really did. That's an excellent one.
Make commitments.
Overcommitting and then doing shit, and then you got to go through with it, or you got to fake ass cancel, and you shouldn't have committed to that shit in the first place. So that's what I'm talking about. So with the New Year's thing, I was like, I could be the life of the party person, party host. But when I do, how do I recover the energy spent on helping others through entertainment, participation, discussions, listening, talking, promoting, teaching, telling stories, or making sure that everyone is safe, happy, and having a good time? Now, don't get me wrong. I love doing that shit. And most people I meet are why I continue to do it. Like when I get the good feedback about, you know how often we be out and somebody's like, oh my gosh, Sunshine told me how to squirt. And I'll be like, oh, hi, I don't know who you are, but that's awesome. Or I remember that time that, I was sad about something, or you've always been, I had one lady one time come up to me and I was at this like event. That's when the Four Queens were out. And she was like, every time I go to this when I used to do lives and I was traveling a lot. And she's like, your lives always make me happy. Like, they make me feel good. So if I'm having a bad day, I go watch one of your lives. And I was like, that's what's up. You know, that's cool. So that's why I keep doing it. But I don't take the time I need to recover. And I don't take my breaks and unwind and what makes me feel peaceful and content. So that's what I did this year. And like Summer said, don't fucking overcommit. If you don't want to do that shit, don't sign up that you're going to do that shit. So that's a good one. And then, you know, if you even just think of 3, and instead of setting unrealistic goals, make goals that'll set you up to have a better quality life. Not that, I mean, you know, if you don't, I'm not saying you shouldn't eat healthy or you shouldn't commit to things that you want to do to better your health. But I am saying you can't better your health without bettering your mind. That shit's got to go in conjunction with each other. Right. Together. So I also find that around the New Year's, people spend a lot of time obsessing over their perceived flaws of insecurity, like what they don't like about themselves, where in fact there may not be any fucking thing wrong with you, but you've obsessed over it for so long, you don't really see it that way. So I said, I think instead of obsessing over flaws, we should celebrate accomplishments regardless of how big or how small they are. Like an accomplishment could be, instead, like this week, you ate 10 double cheeseburgers and 5 Big Macs. Instead of normally, you would eat 15 Big Macs and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did better at something. I think we should more focus on the smaller accomplishments that we make.
And the good things. It's like you said, compliment your
dick or pussy. Yes. Yeah, we had to go to do that too and compliment somebody else too. I actually did compliment somebody today because they sent me a video and you'll get to meet him soon.
Yeah, embrace the positives.
Embrace the positives. And small accomplishments, like don't set unattainable goals. So the new year should be a time to relish in the beauty to come in the form of rebirth and growth of greenery and blue skies. The cold on the East Coast can be super depressing, especially for me. So I surround myself by houseplants, which I love. I talk to them every morning. I be like, good morning, guys. I tell them good night. I have lots of plants. And I meant to take some pictures, and I didn't do it, but maybe I'll post them. Nobody knows what the fuck I'm posting houseplants for, but if you listen to this, you'll know why I posted it. My Florida palm tree is doing so well. It's got 3 new branches. You know, it's be warm in the winter, so my plants are still growing. So I love that when I come downstairs. I had 2 CPs, but I put some salt. Put some salt in them because they like the ocean. I shouldn't have did that shit. But when I go to Florida, I'll get 2 more. But then I have a pussy dick plant, and I have my penis cactus. I name them all something nasty because I've had the cactus. It's small, but it's got like 2 little pee-pees coming out the side. So I enjoy my plants a lot. And then my pussy penis plant, it's got like a red leaf, and it's got a little green thing coming out, so I call it my penis pussy plant. But they make me very happy. And then I also have 2 plants that I usually keep outside, but I bring them in the house, and they bloom flowers all winter long. So I wake up to baby stems, leaves, and flowers in my living room and my kitchen window, so I'm able to still see new growth each and every day, even though some days it be gloomy as fuck. Like, today's a bad driving day because we got that misty, stank-ass rain. It ain't really raining, but it's spraying you, and visibility is fucked up. Accidents already on the road. So since there's no green and there's no green on the plants, I think a good idea is to bring them in. You know how much I love my plants. So some of I've had for like 30 fucking years. I have the plant. When me and my ex-husband moved in our first apartment when I was in the hospital with my kids. He bought me this plant. I still got that motherfucker. I do have this, you know, the ones in the living room. Mm-hmm. And the plant actually blooms this big ass, stinky ass flower every 10 years. And it just bloomed. And it's got all this sap on it. But I've had it looked like a banana tree, but it's not a banana tree. But every 10 years, you can see how long I've had it. I can know this. When the house starts stinking, I say, is that plant growing a flower again? And I be goddamn if it ain't got a big ass penis flower come out the top of it. So that's my piece on that. So let's not use a new year to strive to not enjoy life's pleasures, but make small changes that you see necessary to better your health, your heart, and your mind. Many resolutions fail because we set unattainable, unrealistic, unreasonable goals for ourselves. Let's just set small goals, like Summer and I said, that are highly attainable to boost our confidence and increase how accomplished we are to add as we see fit, and then we can accomplish them on a regular basis. So you can be like, okay, for the first 3 months, I'm going to make this change. Like I used to always tell women who were stressed, Especially some friends of mine in Jersey, like she had her kids, then she had the grandkids, and she would go through like whole weeks not doing anything for herself, and I'd see how stressed out she would be. So I used to be like, even if you just take, I don't know, like one day out the week and go shopping by yourself, or go take a bubble bath, or something to take some of that load off, which it seemed to work. I used to talk about that a lot. So that's what I mean by that. Lost my place. Oh, so for this new year, let's come up with a new plan of additions rather than merely focusing on subtractions in our life. Let's think of things that add to our life, some feel good things. More dick, more pussy, more sucking, more licking, all the things I talked about last night, including some things that are just done for your enemies. More beating it, I don't know, stroking it, whatever you need to do. Take that extra break at work, go rub one out in the bathroom, whatever it is you need. I'm going to masturbate 3 times a week at work instead of just twice. If that's going to get you through your day, rock with that shit.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Just be sure to tell me at work, because I like to hear my advice works.
If you haven't already checked to see if your office door locks, you need to check it now. Check it now.
Oh shit, my goal for tomorrow is to make sure my office door lock is a lock on the bathroom. Shit. I mean, I ain't gonna say no names, but one of my old coaches, you'd be like, shit, I'll go right to the car with my bullet. I'm like, girl, you nasty. Never really my style, but hey, whatever you do to make you feel comfortable. Okay, I'm looking at the time. So another thing I started doing this year, and don't be calling me no geek or no nerd, because I don't care, because I am and I love it. And this has been my highlight of last fucking year. Well, even before last year, because even when we had to stay home and shit. No, I've been fucking with her for a long time. That's my girl, though. But this is even better. So one of the things I started doing is watching more fantasy movies. No, I didn't read any of the books, and everybody tells me I should have read the books, but I be totally geeking out about that shit. So it reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to read to take myself away from whatever life situations occur. Remember, I said I used to go to the bookmobile. You remember the bookmobile at the church, right? I used to walk there. I'd be excited as shit.
We actually, I think it stopped in front of our house.
No, it went to the, yeah. You're like, bitch, where them books at? Because you could only get like 12 at the time. I was lugging them motherfuckers home, though. So I used to read in my closet.
Yes.
I get in my closet with my shoes and read so I could pretend like I wasn't in my house. I was somewhere else. You know we was crazy. Shoot. I get under the bed and read. I was one of them kids. And I was real little. So I could fit anywhere and go read a good book. But books were my escape back then. So I've now found that feeling of delight and wonder in fantasy movies, other than Harry Potter, which I used to watch when my girls were growing up, and the one with the vampires and the werewolves. But my kids were into that. So, of course, I would watch it with them or take them to the movies to see it. But I never really paid a lot of attention. And now I cannot get enough of fantasy movies. So I've been saying a lot, if you've heard me say it. All my friends are fairies, wizards, dwarves, hobbits, dragons, elves, orcs, giants, trolls, and all the mythical creatures from Fantastic Beasts. That's my shit. Or any magical creature created. I just cannot get enough. I fucking love Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Dracarys. I got that shit on my phone. I got me my own dragon. Actually, I need to feed him. He probably starving like shit. But I saw the new Avatar movie just recently. Absolutely loved it. I swear if I could turn into an avatar, I would. I want to do that shit for real though.
Wow.
But I cannot get enough. So I have some friends that when I see them at TPA, literally, this is how geeked I am with this shit. I gave him a sword. I had a sword. And I gave him a sword because I don't want to hang it. And I don't want it in my house. I feel like it's unsafe. But he has a room with a bunch of stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have a gift for you. I'm going to give you this sword. So every morning, the last 2 mornings I woke up, I hear the TV. I say, he got Lord on the Rings, so he be playing Lord of the Rings on the TV for me in the morning so I can watch. I be so excited. And like I just love it. Like everything about it, the fantasy stuff. Now don't get me wrong, I do fuck with the superheroes too. Baby Yoda, that's my baby right there. I got a big ass picture I saw in the store at Burlington. That's in that 2-hour line.
Yes.
Did you see it? Isn't he so cute?
Sexy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna be posting pictures of plants, baby Yodas. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck is she doing?" It's okay, you'll catch up. But I got a baby Yoda. He's on my computer. I got a sticker. I got one that's supposed to hold my phone, but actually hold my remotes. But I can't get enough. I be in the store acting like a kid, talking about, oh, I got some pajamas too. And actually, I did post when I was having a bonfire in my fire pit. I don't have a big fire pit like I used to. But I bought a fire pit, so I was out there motherfucker in the yard with my baby Yoda pajamas on. We was comfortable as shit. So, and I fuck with Groot. Did y'all see them little Groot movies? They was too short, but I love that shit so much. It's just, I love it. I'm fascinated with any world where there's dragons. Completely fascinated. But that still doesn't mean I won't eat healthy, drink water, and get more sleep. But I will rest. I've been spend the rest of my time in my fantasy lands, and I cut my phone off when I'm watching. Don't you know I'm watching Lord of the Rings again? Like, what the fuck? Do you know Dumbledore is on? Like, don't be calling me right now. Yeah, and then my kids watch it too, so we be geeking out about that shit. And then when I find some of it, you ain't watching none of them, I'm about to get you geeked out too.
God.
Well, I mean, I said this before. My granddaughter's name is Aria. Where I think the name came from? Shit, my kids obsessed with that shit too. We love it. So, our resolve should be fascination again and have love and appreciation from the universe around us, which includes what we can observe and what we cannot see but know it exists. So Netflix also had a great documentary. I mentioned it before. It's called Our Planet, which was, I might have that wrong. I'll double check. Narrated by Morgan Freeman, which would be a great place to start understanding universal energy and how all living things are connected. So let me just say we're all stars, and that shit I love too. What you say, babe? Oh, Lord of the Rings all day. Oh my God, any of them, I don't care, all of them. I was gonna name all the movies, but then I'm like, that sounded too long. But I do love Fantastic Beasts though. Anyway, I watched that shit after I saw it at the club. I went home and got into bed and literally watched the whole series again. Like, watched all of them. I love the Hobbits, and then I got Fairy, who y'all met. My Fairy is Sunrise. And she's the one to keep on my dashboard. And I be like, oh shit, I know I'm safe. I got a Fairy rolling with me. Yeah, I do. And actually, when Summer missed some shows, I had her on the show with me. Everybody thought I had a new woman coming on. They love her that way. That's Sunrise. Yeah, I ain't tell y'all that shit. Look, they thought I had added another woman. It was my fucking Fairy. Oh shit, y'all don't get it, do you? But definitely, make sure that's called Our Planet, because I was Googling shit so I can remember shit.
Okay.
But it is really, really good. And it tells you how we all come from energy and how everything connects with the animals and the change of the seasons. And it's really good information on shit I guarantee you that you didn't know about the universe, because I was all shocked and awed and shit. But it was good. I think it was like 7-8 episodes, but it's definitely worth the time. And then also think, if you can, depending on where you live, I always suggest spending a night outside watching the stars, sitting around a fire, or anything you do. Just make time to find your own inner peace. And I think with our lives, we don't always get to that. You know how you got that person be like, damn, I meant to call so-and-so. Don't think about it. Just do it. Just make that action right now. I'm going to try to do better with that too, because there's some people in my life that are older people, and I feel like I should check on them more. I do. Thank you. I do watch the Disney stuff too. And thank you. Oh, thank you. I can't. Sorry, y'all know where I'm glad. Oh, thank you, Chike. I'm glad you like the new hair. It's going to be all professional tomorrow. I'm going to put it out. I got to hold it back when I do certain stuff. Yes, I do. I think the documentary might be on Disney, which is funny that you say that, because it might. No, it's got to be on Netflix. Anyway, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. I apologize for that. But small gestures of appreciation can change your resolve, provide clarity you may miss if you don't take the time to try it. Like I wanted to get into. Remember when I kept talking about I couldn't do yoga. I know you do yoga. I can't do no yoga. And I can't do no hot-ass yoga either, because I be high already. My inner core temperature real high. I'm the sun. Shit. Excuse me, that's talking too much cough. That's all. But I do always enjoy, even when I go travel, like I always take the time to like go sit on the beach, look at the crabs. I can look at a fire, personally. I can sit and look at the fire forever. The last time we sat at the fire pit and I had on my Yoda pajamas and I was all comfortable, we had some music playing. I was like, oh, damn, it's some hot dogs would be good right now. So we done ran the house, got some hot dogs. We was out there roasting hot dogs. That shit was good as a motherfucker. I missed the bonfires. Didn't they used to be the tent parties? I can see we can't be naked in my yard I'm in now, but hopefully I'm moving soon. So we'll see if we can do that in the future. But Those were some of my favorite times. Remember, we woke up and the fire was still burning.
Still burning.
So you can do it with other people. You don't have to do it alone, but you should do some things alone. You should take some time to get to know you. And this area, people are moving more. Everybody rushing like shit. I'm telling you, you're going to cut years off your life if you don't take some time and recover and get some peace in your life. And find something like me getting all geeky when I'm talking about fantasy movies or whatever, talk shit about the planet or the universe. You got to take this time and let your mind recover.
Find the time to do more of what makes you happy.
And if you spend, that's right. And
Find more time to
do
do
that
things
shit.
that make you
Put the
happy,
thing
whatever
back
it
close to
is.
your face. Don't act like you scared of it.
Hey.
Tell it to you. Don't act like you scared of it. It ain't gonna bite you. She act like she's scared of the big black bag. That's new. Don't get in trouble now. I ain't gonna cancel my show and shit. That wasn't me. I ain't do with y'all. That was the guest. I'm gonna make them sign a non-disclosure. No, but do take time to do things for you. That was what that was all about.
Yeah, because you know how much I like the beach. Like,
And that's what, right.
I went to the
That's
beach.
what I wanted you to tell that story.
I went to the beach Christmas. Everybody knows how cold it was Christmas.
But it still was
I didn't
nice,
have to
wasn't
be
it?
in the water, just seeing the water was so relaxing. I got up and watched the sunrise. I saw the sunset. And I did have my ass outside in a jacuzzi in 32 degrees.
But it's like that sometimes.
And it was like good.
I
That's
mean,
what made me feel good.
Right.
So that's what I did.
And didn't you
By
feel
myself.
recovered when you came back?
I did.
And
I
that's what
did.
I'm talking about. That's another thing, especially a lot of women don't like to do. You don't like to do shit by yourself, but you can do things that won't make you unsafe. Like you know, it was a big challenge for me. But when I was dating somebody after my divorce, and then it didn't work out with us, and I had this thing about I refused to go to a bar by myself. But I was like, but I like stuff at the bar. I like to get an appetizer. Like I used to go to Red Sky when I lived in Laurel. And I love to get their lemon drop martini, and they had like these stuffed oysters or something with spinach. I just love that shit. It was so good. So I got over it, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go. And me, every time I go to somewhere, I end up knowing everybody in the motherfucker. Like it's I can't be alone, but for so long. But I enjoy doing that. Now sometimes I would put on a mean face or like sit far down, so I wouldn't have to have a lot of conversations. So I could have my me time. But I still enjoy doing shit like that. So I think we should try our absolute best to go through this year with a resolve for contentment in whatever form provides us the best peace for being satisfied rather than feeling pressure, undue stress, and avoid the fuckery that life brings. And I'm bad at this too, and I know Summer is. When something happens, holding on to that shit for too long. Like you gotta let, like I've had to learn. I've gotten better as I've gotten older, but I gotta learn to let shit go. Cause it's like I'm not a forgiving person. I used to be. I used to forgive people all the time, and then I just got to the point where like I'm not fucking forgiving you because you shouldn't have did it in the first place. But I'm actually gonna try harder to bring that back to the people that deserve it, and like do not dwell on shit in the past. Because I'm bad at throwing shit in people's face or bringing up shit that I shouldn't bring up because it's in the past. And you can't really say someone is forgiven if you bring it up again. So Jennifer said, baby, I can't see the feed good. Every one of us should set a goal to let go of old, carrying old issues and framing into any relationship. I can't read it all, and I don't have since I'm in the studio now, I had access to read it all, but I know what you're saying is absolutely right. And I knew that you would understand. Like, I truly did. So I'm excited that you're on here to share again because we don't, and then a lot also, another point, trying to please other people. And that's what Summer started with. She overcommits herself. You don't want to disappoint people, you don't want to hurt people's feelings. But when are you going to take care of you? You can't take care of you if you're doing that. And me with the, now some shit is straight up unforgivable. If you fuck with my money, that shit unforgivable. If you owe me some money and you ain't pay me back, I'm not fucking with you no more. I'm not changing that metric. But if a lot of times I hold people to really high expectations, so I'm going to try to lower my expectations, and I think I'm going to be able to do that by giving myself the time to recover. Like, I've used to be like, I'm going to this party. I go to the party every time, because I want to support who's having the party. But I need to learn. I can't be at every party all the time, and I definitely haven't been doing that. I mean, sometimes I gotta set this one out. I gotta set it out. I need to rest. I got fantasy movies to watch. Like I just got shit that I need to do. I know you got a thought, and I want to hear it.
Yeah, because I was thinking about what Jennifer said too. Is set a goal to let go of the old and be forgiving. You really can't move forward if you
If you don't
keep
forgive.
moving back.
No, I definitely agree. Not
Like,
so
let the
much.
past be the past in order to move forward to new and better
yeah.
things.
I mean, well, I forgive long term shit. Like for example, I forgave our parents. You know what I'm saying? I forgave them for being fucked up and fucked up parents, and I had to forgive them even to their death. Like I had to let that shit go because I can't go back and change it. I mean, I can't go back and fix all the shit that I felt that they did wrong. You know, I've totally written one sibling off. We haven't spoken in since 2015. I couldn't find him if I wanted to, but I've made up for that in other ways. But I have forgiven him not being the brother he could be to me, if that makes sense. Like I don't necessarily want a relationship with him, so I can forgive wrongs, but it's more so the people that I keep in my life, I need to be more forgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like once you do, you know how I am. You already know. I'm preaching to the choir. But like once you do something, this is what you do. Like I've stuck you with the stigma. And I'm fucking mean. Once I gotta be like, because I feel like, how could you do this? Because you're this person. But I feel like once I talk through it, I'm good with it. But I don't necessarily let it go right away. I might hold on to it for a little bit of time. So for my peace and for others, I'm gonna let the shit go.
Lighten that load.
I'm gonna lighten the load.
Well,
yeah.
we like to lighten the load, don't we?
We do like to lighten the load. We definitely do like to lighten the load. This social media shit get on my nerves. I don't know what they talking about. It said I logged in from a strange device, and I know that's a lie because my devices ain't strange. But anyway, yeah, that's what that part was about. I hope you enjoyed that. I had so much fun writing that, and I didn't read it verbatim, but I wanted to get some points across. But I sent it to my girls, and they're both like, they got some shit going on, and just the kids getting sick and find out they're allergic to pineapples. It's all kind of wild shit to be happening every day. And then my other daughter's planning a wedding. She's got school. She got so much shit going on. So I said, I wrote something, and I said, it's a reminder for me that I'm going to share on AK, but I think you all should read it too. So one of them is like, Mama, read it tomorrow. Well, she called me Mother, M-O-V-A. And she like, Mother, I'm about to go to bed. I'm going to read it in the morning. And she said, because it'll be my morning inspiration. So once they read it, I was like, and got back to me. And they were like, I just love that so much. I want to say I had a favorite part, but they all were my favorite. So I do try to pass on that inspiration, most definitely to the kids. I mean, I raised them. But I want to share that with everybody else too. And no fucking was in there. Sorry, this is adult conversation. But you already know how I feel about that because we talked about that last night. Fuck more, suck more, lick more. That's still the theme.
Yes.
All right, where am I with time? We still got a long time.
Yes.
So go ahead. I want to hear.
No, I was just saying.
Look, my mouth getting dry.
No, I was saying. You were saying that you didn't want to do yoga, and we don't get.
Right.
We don't get to talk that much, but I started leading these guided imagery meditation classes, and
that's exactly what I was gonna say. I wanted to
lot.
meditate. I didn't want to do yoga because I like naked yoga on the cruise ship, but that's different. I love naked yoga. But I ain't good at no downward dog. That shit make me dizzy. But I definitely want to meditate. You teach them online? Mm-hmm. You doing it under your job, or you doing them under yourself?
Under my job, but I mean,
you need to start doing that shit under yourself. That'd be a paid class.
But when you the guided imagery is like it could be anything you can imagine, a cloud, a rainbow, you being a drip of water where you're sitting at, and we use imagery when you masturbate, right? So use your imagination. I
just think about big penises.
Oh my gosh.
The last one I had. I feel like it'd be nice right now. I ain't got it.
This dick!
So, with the imagery, how does that key into the meditation?
It makes
like you close your eyes and be like, I'm a drop of water.
Because it makes you, it forces you to be in that moment.
So with the imagery, how do they see it? I guess I'm trying to figure out this.
Well, it would depend on how it's guided. It could, like, you could imagine yourself being on a cloud
So you close your eyes and imagine, because you're saying imagery. Are you showing me pictures of water?
in your mind.
Oh, okay.
In your mind,
Okay.
you're
So your mind is
imagining.
supposed to think it.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
I'd
but that's a
probably be
good
like-
way to like just alleviate any kind of stress or
Right.
problems that you have, because a lot of times you got so much on your mind. You're like, I got to do this. I should have done this. I'm doing this right now. Sometimes you just need to be in the moment.
Dude, that's every day for me.
100% focus on what you're doing.
I call it the grind. I be on grind. I be
You
on the
on hustle
grind
mode. You
every
on hustle,
single
hustle,
day.
hustle,
Like I
hustle.
have to check myself that I eat. That's how much I be on the grind in
So
a day.
did you really enjoy the food that you ate?
I don't even remember that shit. I had to think about what I had. I did eat something first thing this morning though.
Because your stomach's not growling. That's
Right.
amazing.
But I had so much shit to do today. So I just was like totally lost with time. And then I ate it at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I just I got 3 computers set up. Literally. I got 3 computers.
Again.
I'm trying to upload the show. I'm trying to pack the bag to make sure I had this ready for. Well, I had been done this, but I need to make sure this was ready for the day. Then I had some people I had to talk to. I had interviews. I just had 1,000 things going on. And then of course once I do the shows, I send them out to the people I'm supposed to like full swap. I send it to them so they can stream it. It just be so much. And then in the midst between, I'd be like, wait, did I clean the toilet yesterday? I'd be like, that's why I'm gonna talk about this on the second half. But one of the reasons I wanted to do this topic, and on the second half, we're gonna talk about avoiding. Remember the topic: New Year, New You, time for less fuckery. The part 2 we're gonna do avoiding overworking, pandemic. I'm gonna say that word, but that emic-induced burnout, so much fuckery, and learning to ignore excessive expectations of productiveness. Because we think that we working less shit. If we remote work, we working like a motherfucker. Just like I said, I'm on a grind. I'm doing 20 things. And then like even last night, since I promised I was going to send some things out, my list kept getting longer because I'm checking my 8 emails. Got 8 emails. And I'm checking shit and responding to shit. It's so much going on. So then I send myself emails. So I'm in my email and I be like, don't forget to send. So I don't even think I read my own email to myself until like 2 p.m. And then some things happen, you just unexpected. Like I caught up with a friend this morning that I ain't talked to in like, I don't know, probably a year. Like had a conversation with. So trying to do all of that, and then some people I'm trying to schedule for the show. It would be 1,000 things literally going on. Like that's why my sisters be like, but you so busy all the time. Not on fucking purpose. I need an assistant. I need 2 assistants.
Sometimes I be just like F everybody. I
Oh,
do.
gosh.
I turn off my phone, turn off my computer. I ain't talking to nobody.
But shit, I do that every Friday.
I'm unreachable.
At 7 p.m., my phone go on silent. Actually, it go on silent every night because people be messaging me. I'm not up at 5 o'clock. Popular to contrary belief. If I ain't go to bed till 1, what the fuck am I getting up at 5 o'clock for? I ain't got to be nowhere. I don't get up like that. And then sometimes I get up in the middle of the night and I don't stay up. Sometimes you might get up and get one in real quick. But I might get up and get something to eat. I don't know, I might need some gummy bears. Then I got to brush my teeth. It's this whole process. So I try not to do that. But I wanted to read what Jennifer said. I pulled my phone up. She said, thank you for the music. I'd appreciate that. That's a good idea. Thank you for bringing that up with the music, Eric, because I want to do, I tried to listen, my daughter listened to Rain. So I was having a hard time going to sleep and I was trying to listen to the rain, but it was it seemed like a thunderstorm to me. It was making my energy worse. And then my headphones was hurting my ear. So I was so tired. I was about to get up and get my, I got the earmuffs with the fur inside that play the music. I was about to put those on, but then I'm like, shit, with this new hair, my hair gonna sweat. It was 1,000 things going. So I finally said, fuck it. I just put everything on the table. I had some earplugs. I tried to stick them in. Nothing was working. We had a little bit of time. I want to read what you said, Jennifer, but I'm gonna tell you this before I lose my train of thought. It's this dog in the neighborhood.
Oh gosh.
It's a couple of them, but it's this one particular dog. And so I went and got your address the other day because I can't take that shit no more. There's no street behind my street, but there's a street. I'm in Fort Washington. There's a street that curves around and ends up behind my street. So I couldn't walk and figure out where the dog is. But This fucking dog
Bark all
barks
night.
all
I knew
night
you were gonna say
long.
that.
And my because of the way my house is set up, the bedroom be hot. You know I can't do all the heat. So I like to sleep with the windows open. The heat might be on, but I've even closed the vents upstairs. You know, heat rises. This, I mean, I be ready to, I had a dog. I had to just put my dog down. I love animals. Y'all know I fuck with the squirrels. Feed the squirrels, feed the birds. I have more shit for them in my car than I have food for myself. But this fucking dog, I've posted in the neighborhood thing. I can't take it. I fucking can't. And I'm not a snitch bitch, but I've got, and I'm like, what is wrong with the dog? I mean, then it's like become like a barking trio.
Probably hungry or
So
something.
I'm like, the owner's fucking home. Don't you hear this dog barking?
Dogs don't bark for no
This
reason.
I haven't seen the dog because the fence is too high, but it's a big dog. So I got in the car and I literally drove. I listened. I drove to the bark. So I found the bark. Well, when he started barking, then another two dogs started barking. Y'all would not. It be fucking. This is no lie. I live in a cul-de-sac. I don't give a fuck. I be getting out the bed. It could be 1:00 in the morning. I am screaming at the top of my lungs. Would you shut that fucking dog up? Like, it is ridiculous.
Hey,
it's so
that is
bad.
ridiculous.
So
They
somebody
need to handle
suggested
that.
something for me to do. You're totally disturbing the peace, though. And my dog didn't bark. He ain't bark in years. Oh shit! I don't even think he ever knew how to bark. Anyway, that's fucking with my energy. That shit fucking with me so bad. That's why I'm moving. That's the main reason.
Then it's interfering with your sleep.
Right.
And rest
So
is
that's why I got
very
to, that's why I'm
important.
putting shit on me so I can block out the fucking dog barking. This it's either close the windows and turn on the fan, and then I feel like I'm about to blow off the
You
bed.
shouldn't have to do that.
You
in
know
your
my
house.
bed's real high.
You shouldn't have to do that
Not
in
to
your
mention
house.
what it costs to stay. This shit drive me crazy. So I'm gonna fix that, and that's back to me getting to my peace. I don't want to be a bitch, but obviously you don't bring your dog in the house. Now it's warm right now, but on some of them cold days, that dog was still barking. Still, anyway, moving on. Jennifer said, "So I'm down for the music, but I can't listen to the rain because it was like listening to the rain. It was like the dog was barking in the rain. That shit did not. I was like, I'm about to lose my shit. Now sometimes I sleep in my basement, which is at the front of the house, but it's hard sleeping down there too because it's drafty. So it either way. Anyway, Jennifer said we're gonna take a break at 8:00, y'all. I think it's for 8:00. Yeah, we're gonna take a break at 8. Every one of us should set a goal to let go of the old bullshit, aka fuckery. Carrying old issues and trauma into a relationship causes new trauma, and you eventually lose your purpose. Great point, and thank you for
love
sharing.
that.
I love
That's
that a lot.
perfect.
And
Agreed.
she also said, amazing guided meditations are so good. It helps you focus and mentally connect to your inner self. Look at you. I see you. Yes, that's nice. Well, I haven't tried it. I've always wanted to meditate. Hey, young lady, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I've always wanted to do it. I don't know if I could pretend to be. Can I pretend to be a sunshine? Because that's easy. But
definitely
be like, I'm a
pretend to be a
rainbow. I'm a rainbow. Like I don't know. To try it and see if
Yeah.
I could get into
People
it.
that haven't actually done it don't think it's like really a big deal. You actually have to try.
Yeah,
and then
I have
you
to
will
try.
see. Even 5 minutes a day would make a huge difference.
Now that would be fun, and I'm gonna do it. I go to the office on Fridays. I'm gonna sit in the office and I'll be like, I'm gonna need 15 minutes. I'm gonna be a rainbow.
And you can do it. Yeah, you can do it anyway. You don't have to be laying down. You can be sitting in your office chair.
So when you're okay, so give me an example, and either one of you ladies can jump in. If I'm I don't want to do rainbow. I want to do let's say I want to be a bird.
Okay, I can't
So
do bird. I can't
you-
do bird.
okay,
I wanna
okay,
do
okay.
bird. Let me give you an idea. So
Okay,
just
give me the idea.
imagine that your eyes are closed now. You're sitting in the chair, relax,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to feel how your tailbone feels on the chair, how the chair feels. Does the chair feel hard? Does the chair feel soft?
I'm gonna get
Do you
nasty
notice
with
any
it. Y'all know I'm having a hard
surrounds?
time.
Do you notice
I'd
any
be like,
sounds? The sounds of the car. It's like I can't just like
See,
tell
I'm
you. To,
so
you have to
weird.
experience
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna try.
You have to
it.
experience.
All right,
it.
we're gonna do it next show.
Okay.
Not live, but we're
No,
gonna do
okay,
it
okay.
together, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay,
And
that's
I want to be a bird though, because sometimes I just want to fly away from the fuckery. I just want to be. I'd be like, oh, I'm spreading my wings and I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't see.
Yeah. See, she's so.
It's-
She's so.
oh, I'm riding a penis. This is so
She needs
nice.
some woosah.
Yeah, I,
She just like.
I need to calm down.
She's shooting for the stars.
I'm about to have multiple orgasms. I know it. Like, no, I'd have to. yeah, I'd have to work. I'd have to work really
my
fucking hard.
gosh,
Oh, I love you too, honey.
yes. Be like, think about having.
I like that what Jennifer said. She gonna make me choke. That was good. She said, imagine eating a peach. Describe what you see, smell, hear, taste, and how does it feel. That's cool. I like that. Can I eat a banana though or a cucumber? Because the peach seems like I'm eating something else. I want to eat a cucumber.
Another thing, let me tell Jennifer, because I'm like, I think me and her, we got a lot in common. So Jennifer, have you seen the one where you like heard about the one where you like, you said peach, but for instance, like an orange, and this is supposed to teach you more how to be more mindful and in the moment, like to take like half an hour to eat an orange. Cause you know how you rushing, you eating and stuff. They were like, just take a whole half an hour to enjoy the orange. Like she was saying about the peach, the color, smell it, how does it feel touching your tongue, stuff like that. So that's again.
It sounds a lot like orgasmic pleasure. Like
we definitely want to be in the moment for that.
Sounds like a lot of that.
We definitely want to be in the moment. For
no,
that.
I do love the idea, and I think it's great. But like I would so much have to figure out how to calm the fuck down because I'm very I just move fast. Like I got high energy, so to slow down. I mean, I think the calmest I've ever been is the beach. Like if I'm on the beach, like that time when my grandson was born and I was enjoying eating that lobster naked, lathered in butter. That shit was so good that they had just cooked me fresh out the ocean. Oh, I could tell you all about that lobster and that butter. And I was naked too. I want to be naked when I do my.
And you want to be naked and imagine that you're being rubbed down in butter?
Oh shit! Now it's working. That might be working. Yes, I got to put a dirty twist on. Wait, what is it called? What's the name of what it is? Stop covering your face. Let me hear you.
Meditative imagery.
Meditative imagery. We're gonna do.
Oh my God.
We're going to orgasmic pleasure, meditative. Wait, I fucked it up. What is it? Imagery, meditation. I can't even put them two words together. We're going to do orgasmic pleasure, imagery, meditation with sunshine. Oh, naked. Yeah, we're going to start a group. It's going to be live, y'all. We're going to have a little private group chat party. Okay, got it.
Lo-fi music playing.
Oh, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. Can we do it online together? We're going to start a group. You know how you just start the group party that you was doing when everybody couldn't get together? We're going to start one online. But we're going to all be doing it together.
Somebody already said I needed to do the naked yoga. I said, oh, they already doing that.
Yeah, but
naked
we can't
yoga,
do it.
Yoga,
we can't talk because when I'm trying to imagine my orgasmic pleasure, y'all can't be asking me questions or talking about, hi, sunshine. Don't do that. We just going to do Cookie Monster says, sign him up. I know that's right. No snapping pictures because we naked trying to see what the other person look like. Oh, my gosh. You know that shit would be fun, though. You know I'd be down for something different. All right, guys. We're going to take a short break, and we can't wait to come back because we got some more stuff I want to talk to you all about. And we're still going to do, if you were on the feed last night, I hate that we have to repeat it, but we're going to be still doing, I've changed some of the questions. I don't think we asked this last night. I don't know. It might be the same ones. I can't remember if I did. What show we do last night?
95.
Okay, so these I think are from 94. So actually, these are from the previous show, and they're from the first show we did of Sex Talk with Sunshine of the year, which aired on January 4th. So those are actually the topic questions tonight. So I'm trying to keep this show with the same questions. Hopefully it'll be, even though I'm doing them the same week, we'll be 1 week behind, if that makes sense. Happy New Year. Thank you,
I love that
darling.
because then I get to change my answers.
You can't change your answers.
I might.
Well, you may change. You can change your mind.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I forgot what I said, but this is what I'm gonna say. I mean, sometimes something do happen, you change your mind. And plus, as you know, as women, we can change our mind anytime we want.
It's how the mood strikes you.
Plus, we gonna change our mind because we trying to get to some new year, new you. Time for less fuckery, so we gonna change our minds a lot to better ourselves spiritually, especially when we do a naked imagery. Can I just call it? We'll be right back, guys.
7. Hold it.
Your house stinks. Oh.
Go straight to number 1. Number 1. On the lips. Run your fingers through my hair. Touch me. Let's go straight to number 1. To number 1. Recordings just got back.
Every time he walks out the door, I wonder if he's ever coming back. I can't help but love the taste of danger, babe, and the how and the when. I got caught out in the rain. If I die, I don't care. I'm in love with this man. I got caught out in the rain. I heard him crying in his sleep last night. No man wants me told that he been right. When he wakes up, I tell him it's gonna be alright. That he knows that I'm just lying. I heard he shot a man down in the street, and he tore his soul apart. Last night when he was making love to me, there was another woman in his heart. In the rain, I'm in love with this man.
Welcome back to Adult Conversation Radio Show with Sunshine Aces and Summers in the house tonight. So we have been talking about. Oh, by the way, this is. I'm sorry. What is this? Cheating water? Oh, you good? You good? I can't roll though. My carpet. The carpet feel like it's not straight, but I didn't do it. Just on the record, I did not do it. I just sat there just on the record. We are now on Beltway Radio and Beyond, which I mentioned at the top of the hour, so I'm excited about that. But Game Master's still here, and as soon as I said, "Wait, you gonna be here, right?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be here." I was like, "Okay, yay, I can do this then." But yeah, we've been talking about the show topic tonight is New Year, New You, and Time for Less Fuckery, which we talked about as well, which means time for less bullshit. So tonight we're basically talking about ways to mentally do things a little different this year. Even at the break, we were still talking about, we was like, remember that time? Yeah, because when Summer was over last night when we did sex talk, and she forgot her turkey tail.
I did.
Because I had some turkey tails, and I had never eaten a turkey tail before, but now it's official, I eat turkey tails. But they don't taste like bacon, so whoever said that, that's a lie. It tastes like kind of cross between a pork chop and a pig foot. But it was interesting. But I saw them in the store during the holiday season, but I couldn't find no chitlins nowhere. I'm still blown about that. Like I should have ordered them online, but I read that there's a shortage. So they're only in a lot of stores in the South because when the meatpacking industry went through blah 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 blah, nobody wants that job. So don't anybody want to like pre-clean them and put them in, which I can write. Do you remember when we were kids, the fucking chitlins we had to clean?
Yes.
It used to be so
And they be like, you cleaning all the chitlin away. I'm like, I make sure them suckers.
Yeah.
Super clean.
I mean,
super clean, super
and
clean.
I haven't eaten them in, I don't know, probably 3 years.
Me too.
Yeah, it's been about 3 years. But mine don't taste like the ones my mama used to make. But she was my mother. And she ain't know I use no seasoning, remember? So Summer's mom, she was Caucasian. So
Oh, she was?
yeah.
Damn.
And Summer's mom did not cook with seasoning. Like, you was lucky if you got some salt.
Salt. She did salt. She did a
That's
lot of
not
salt.
seasoning.
I used to go in the cabinet. I'm like, where the fuck?
We had no seasoning. Now, if my father cooked, then he cooked with seasoning. My mother didn't cook with no seasoning. I ain't really know what food tasted like until Summer got off her ass and started cooking for me, or I would starve. I used to be like, "Are you gonna cook something? Are you gonna cook something?"
And she got in my snack box.
Oh my God, she had this huge snack box under her bed. So she would give me stuff, but she had all the good shit. Oh, I seen that snack box. That's why I still eat Slim Jims to this day. I'm a meat connoisseur. I swear I done probably ate 5,000 Slim Jims in my life. I might not know how many people I fuck, but I know about them Slim Jims. So like,
She
and why I
likes
can't
the
find the
meat.
nacho cheese ones anymore? Anyway.
Likes the meat.
Yeah, but Summer mother, I'm fucking with her, calling her mother. Her mother, we went to the store, and I think it was Scrapple, and it got left in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And I be goddamn if my mother ain't bring that Scrapple house, and she ain't wasting shit. Like when the vacuum was broke,
like,
we had to
who
pick up
eating
that.
that?
Like it was so bad. She wouldn't turn the heat on. I be in that bitch freezing. Like I was
like,
such
put
a
some
small.
clothes on.
I weighed 100 pounds as a kid in like high school. So I was very petite, and I was freezing. So it's funny now that my whole core temperature so high, and I be high as a motherfucker. Like people used to have blankets for me. Like my ex-mother-in-law, she used to have a blanket for me when I come to her house because I was cold all the time. But anyway, back to the Scrapple. Some of Mother Stella wasn't wasting shit. Okay? So I can't even lie. That she cooked that Scrapple, that shit smelled like roadkill. I was like, I'm not eating that. I'm gonna die. And she like, come get a plate. I was like, I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. She was
That's
funny
why
as shit.
we used to put peas in your sandwich.
That did.
when
I
you went
used
to
to.
the
Oh my
bathroom.
gosh, I still don't eat peas to this day. I hate fucking peas. I hate peas.
What?
Shit.
For the new year.
I used to swallow that joint whole.
Just one.
Yeah, I can do green beans. I don't do. Yeah, I'm not a bean. I do like green beans, and I like
she
them.
makes her
What's
green
them
beans that she
beans that be
cooks
in a
is the
little
bomb,
shell? I
too.
can eat those. Oh, my green beans be.
green
Let me
beans.
tell you, don't come on my sugar snap peas. I eat them raw when they come on that little tray.
Yeah.
Yeah, people be leaving them. I said, oh shit, let me
You
get
know
a
you can
sandwich
get the bag and steam them.
But you know, I should have gave it to you because I have a bag, but I don't like them because they frozen. I like them fresh.
Oh.
Look, I'm gonna be what is it called? I'm gonna be an edamame pea when I do my
Yeah, those are
meditation.
good. Throw some sea salt on it. You gonna be anime.
We ready? Okay, we back, guys. Part 2. So back to the topic I had. Little piece. So
Little peas and big peas.
it ain't the same, shawty. As long I don't suck green penis. Cause that shit need to go to clinic. So, well, I should say I would probably fuck with the Incredible Hulk if I could, cause he is, Anyway, for the second part, we're doing avoiding overworking, pandemic-induced burnout. I'm gonna say EMIC, so I don't get mad about that shit. So much, even though it's the truth, I thought this was free speech on media. So much fuckery and learning to ignore excessive expectations of productiveness. So, on this part, it's still going into the same thing. We're just gonna move a little bit further. Any working adult has days where they experience where they feel overworked, burned out, deal with high levels of fuckery, stress, bullshit, and excessive amounts of work without enough time to get it all done, but the pressure to complete as many tasks as possible in an 8-hour day. Well, my days are never 8 hours. My days are usually, I don't know, definitely not 8. I try to get 8 hours of sleep. That shit usually doesn't work. I usually get around 5 hours, but it's not always restful sleep because remember, I got the fucking neighborhood dogs barking. We often hit that moment of anger, fatigue, disappointment, regret, frustration, and stress levels leading to depression or over-inebriation. Because after I have a bad day, I'm like, I'm gonna need a shot after this shit. Like, because I just want to relax so bad. But that's not a good way to relax. So I'm gonna try to find other ways to relax. Like, imagine myself as a rainbow or a star. Like,
or a pea.
Or eating, I don't want to be a pea. Or eating turkey tails. No, really, I'm gonna. That's what this is about. Stop making me laugh. I ain't gonna be able to get through this. So, since many were out of work, layoffs, working from home, people taking jobs to get by, all the other chaos the world gave us with the change, what do? So, those of us who remain working or went back to work, how much is your responsibility change and your expectations same with the work, telework, hybrid, and remote world? Well, shit different. I mean, it's totally different. I really can't imagine going back to an office 5 days a week. Like, I haven't done that shit now since I don't know, February 2001. I don't even see that. Like, I don't see how I could do that again. Do the commute every day in the rush hour traffic. So yeah, I'm looking at a hybrid position right now, and that is for me. Yeah, I can go a couple days, but I don't want to deal with that shit every day. And everything's changed, but the expectations have not changed. Companies expect you to work more, pay you less to recover their losses, and because they had to relinquish some control of your time with remote working, it's like they got these extra monitors up and shit. And then a lot of people are overworked because you lost bread. Like, companies, for example, lost them a lot of money, restaurants shut down. Shit is forever changed. If you really think about it, if you're working and accomplishing so much more, you're not even realizing all the shit you're doing in a single day. Like we were talking about earlier, I'm on a grind. So I know I'm handling way more in a day than I should be handling, and then wonder why Friday come and I want to lay in the bed watching Lord of the Rings all fucking weekend. I'm exhausted by not even, because if I'm home remote working, I'm getting my work done based on need, but then I'm also washing clothes, I might vacuum the house, whatever the fuck I need to do, everything. We do it over and over again. Then you think about what's for dinner, so you're prepping dinner. That should be crazy.
I also think, like, a lot of companies are putting their employees, like I say, like in a trick bag, because you're comfortable with your employment, you got good benefits, and then they start adding all this other
responsibility and
fuckery.
shit.
Where all this fuckery come from?
Right.
That wasn't in my job description.
Right.
So what do? Do you take it or
do you move on? So, and the world has just changed a lot. But what hasn't changed is what's expected from us. So that's another piece that I want to, I'm almost, do I talk about this? I don't want to go over it if I talk about it coming up. But on days that I'm working remote and I don't have actual, because I go see customers. So I might be on the road, visiting people. And then I'm working on my personal computer for my sunshine responsibilities. I'm working on my day job computer, answering emails, doing research for customers, washing clothes, repairing dinner, any other tasks I've been wanting to get done. Cleaning the car, write a list for the store, place an Amazon order, buy some new pasties, clothes. It's be so much shit. And paying bills or any long list of tasks on my mind. I keep a to-do list. I have to keep a to-do list. I have a sunshine to-do list. I have an adult conversation to-do list. And I have my life to-do. It's so bad. My daughter writes articles for DC Moms, and she's an excellent writer as well. And, she'll send me the link to the article, and she's written a couple. She also teaches, like, breast lactation. She teaches a couple of different things. I have to put this on my list so I remember because she's very important to me. And when I talk to her, I want to talk about it. So I have to put it on my list to go back and do it. Like, that's crazy. And again, that's why I send myself emails. So with all the responsibility that we do, with all the responsibilities or things to be done for comfort, I don't know what the fuck I was trying to say, but every single day ends and I feel like I need to rest. Every day I'm tired at the end of the day. I'm continually looking at the clock so I don't spend too much time on one task. Because I do believe, like she mentioned Lily earlier, I play Lily's Garden on my iPad. That's the most mindless thing I do. And the reason it's mindless for me is I don't have to think. It's a little bit challenging, but I've been playing it for years, so it's not that much challenging. But what I enjoy about it is I'm not really thinking because I'm focused on the game, but it helps me wind down. So that's how I use that in my day on my iPad playing games. Is it productive? Not really, but it helps me relax my mind until the fucking dog starts barking. That shit's constant. So even when I was writing this, today I got on the computer at 9:30. This was, I think I wrote these Tuesday. So I got on the computer at 9:30. I was still sitting there writing this at 18 p.m. So, because I knew I had both shows back to back. So that was already just 10 hours on the computer. Every time I'm stopping, running to do other shit. And it's crazy when you think about it. I'm being very productive, but I'm continually draining my energy. So I'm ready to go to bed. But the show must go on, so I stay up and get shit done. Also, one reason I'm doing this year's shows back to back for the same thing. I would rather have the 2 days of busyness and then the whole week of nothingness. And then I also think it'll help me stay on point to have the show topics and everything, prepare for guests coming on the show. I have time in between to get all that done. So I'm going to try my best. Hopefully no travel comes up and I have to change one of the schedules. But I think if versus changing AK with scheduling guests, we would change Sex Talk. I don't want to. And then also, we really want to move with doing Sex Talk. We have an offer to do it up in Philly that I've been talking about. We promised to do that monthly, so I want to fit that in the schedule. January's almost over, but I'm hoping we can fit that in the schedule for February. So, again, we have really, really busy days. Jennifer said, oral ecstasy, blindfolded, moan, or turn them through each breath. Let your body relax with gentle touches and allow your mind to release the sensation of pleasure. Relax and let go of everything you have came in contact with that's draining your energy, and just let it go. That's excellent advice, and I wish I could do it, but that should be so much easier said than done, because then sometimes my mind be spinning because I didn't get shit done. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, I said I would do that today. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or I wanted to get that done today. You're completely right, and that's why we're talking about this, because it's definitely going to take some practice. All of this is going to take practice. I'm not saying, oh, by the end of January, you need to be doing imagery meditation. Finally fucking got it right. I'm not saying that, but just try with, like, remember, small things, small accomplishments, baby steps, because I really think that, first of all, you need to get rid of fuckery and you need to stop working so much. That is a thing. And it was kind of like with deciding to go into the 5th season of this show by myself again. I'm literally like, it's important to me. I enjoy it. I love the message. I think it provides people with some benefit. And I love the people at the network. Like, we're a network family of creative podcasters who can say whatever the fuck they want. So I really like that, and that's why I don't want to let it go. So I just need to work more efficiently, changing the schedule. So that's where we are. So moving on. Anything else you want to add, Summer? Mm-mm. You look thoughtful over there. You look very thoughtful.
No, I'm just
thinking about all the shit you're doing today. Yeah. Like, ain't this a bitch? That's right. I do that. You especially. She got a lot of jobs. Like, she got many, many hats. So, and we're a family of that, though. Even my kids, like, I don't know, my kid got a full-time job. She got 2 part-time jobs, and my daughter got a full-time job, and she do her writing. She owns her own company. Shout out to Naughty Boutique, which she's doing great with. She makes hair accessories for babies and moms, and she's actually doing really great. Her products in stores. She does pop-ups. I don't know how she does it with 2 kids, because when I was raising that little badass, I had more help, but I had help too. Yeah. I did have help. Okay, so moving on. Where am I? With all that said, we are continually moving around and tasks for our full-time responsibility, family needs, and we get out less. We need to find ways. We need to spend way less time working and spend much more time recovering from our day-to-day chaos and fuckery. And think about this. Why the fuck do we have a 40-hour work week? Like, who created that?
Right.
Why do you work?
Why can't we
40
work on the
fucking
weekend and be
hours?
off Monday through Friday?
Right.
Hey.
That makes so much more sense. That would be a dream come true, but then traffic would be really fucked up 7 days a week. But I'm not necessarily on board with the 40-hour work week in today's chaotic life. The world has changed. But like I said, responsibilities haven't. So you have to take hold of this and plan change. I don't know why we think that it's going to make you wealthy, because whether you work 30 hours in a week for a company or whatever, even your own company, you ain't going to be rich. You ain't never going to be rich because you don't own a dollar. I can't even get into that because a dollar is debt. But you're not going to be wealthy unless you're like running a Fortune 500 company that you're going to become a billionaire off of. And then you're not even working. You got people for that. So we, as especially cultural people, like, you need to really pay attention to how much you're putting out and really what you're getting back for it. Because, like, I don't give a fuck about what I make. I don't care about salary anymore. I do want to spend the rest of my career not working as fucking hard as I was working before. And, like, that's literally my goal. And then I also want to get back into doing something I really enjoy. Because then if I do 1 week work 40 hours, I'll feel accomplished. Like, I feel like I got something done. And I can't talk about that much yet, but I'm
my
hopeful.
piece on that is, like, both of my professions is something that I love doing. So it never really felt like work until the people I was dealing with or
Right.
had to respond to.
But it
made
still
me-
changed.
made
I
me
mean,
not
enjoy
love
it
what I
as
do
much
anymore.
But see, that's why I think it's important to find something that you love doing it, and you also are being compensated properly for doing it. That's really the problem. And if you are working more, are you getting more pay? Like, that's the thing too. I mean, more pay comes hand in hand, but for me, I don't give a fuck about, like, I don't need the salary that I used to make. I don't need it. I'm good. So I don't want to work like I don't want to be a fucking slave anymore. That's pretty much the bottom line. And I want to make a difference each day in what I do, and I don't feel like I'm doing that right now. So I don't know who the fuck came up with the 40-hour work week. As I said, it won't make us wealthy. Why do we work 5 days a week and only have 2 days off? If you have a condensed schedule, you're still working the 10-hour days, 4 days a week. You're still working your 40 hours. And will working 30 hours a week hurt you financially in the long run is the question, and may be the answer of avoiding overworking, the emic-induced burnout, so much fuckery, and learning to ignore excessive expectations of productiveness. So to make you think about this a little wider, this is your part. You're going to love this. And this is my take on it. And this is based on my life and what I see other people do and what I talk about. And why, before I get into that part, motherfuckers can't even drive. Like, that's a whole stressful thing to get you from point A to point B. And I've said that before. I just feel like every day you leave a house, you're at risk for being injured with the way people are driving because everybody's moving so fast. Nobody has any fucking patience. But you can't get there dead. So hopefully we slow down. I'm even watching people the other day, like, I watched this car. It's like the light is stopping. And this is, I was on the highway that runs between 301 and any highway. I can't think of the name of it. It's only like a 2-lane road. So the guy decides, I'm stopping at the light. I don't run red lights because I don't want no tickets. I be having ways on it, be telling me, but sometimes I be like, I need to slow the fuck down. Because I do drive, I can zoom, zoom, zoom. I drive fucking fast. So I stop at the light. He don't want to stop. He went on the side to the turning lane and passed me in the other car and ran through the light. There's no way he could have looked. And we both doing like 85. There's no way he had time to make sure there was no car that was gonna come across. So then I start laughing because I'm like, what a bitch. Like, you're a bitch. Like, that no patience is not gonna do you any good. And why do you want to race me? Because I don't want to race you because I'm about to stop this
9 times
motherfucking
out of
light.
10, they pass you speeding, you just stopping at another light. You
And
gonna
I've
stop
seen it
eventually.
before. I remember, and I told this story before. I was when it was a blizzard, and I was living in Laurel then, so I'm on fucking $295, and I'm taking my time. I'm not trying to crash my fucking car. I just don't want to go through that shit. And the caravan went flying past me, and I got down a little bit further, and that motherfucker had hit the snowplow, tore the whole side of his caravan. I was like, well, damn, sorry for you. So that shit really happens. And how about if we stopped having accidents, you wouldn't be in fucking traffic so much. Like, anyway, moving on. Let me see what Jennifer said. She said, hey, Regina. She said, more money, more problems. We're working 40 hours making other people rich. Girl, that is the fucking point. So I'm excited to go into this next part because I think you're going to feel the same way I feel. And some are going to be a little bit blown, but she be all right.
I just said it's going to put me in a bad
No,
mood.
it's not. It's the truth, though. Just something to think about so we all do better. Like, we got to do better. Got to do better. So think of the facts. There's 168 hours in 7 days, okay? So think about in totality how you spend those 168 hours. So off the break, we just said we fucking work 40 hours a week. And I know some work more. This is an average. So if you work 40 hours a week in 7 days, you got 128 hours left now. Excuse me. After you've worked. So then what I just talked about, let's add the defensive driving necessary and the fuckery you encounter every day you leave your house, drive or commute to wherever you do, whatever you got to do to get in the office or get logged into work. So that shit is a problem. And I already talked about the driving shit, so I'm going to move past that. Then you need to talk about, oh, by the way, I was going to tell y'all that when I leave the house, I'm sorry, damn. My nose is getting stopped up. It's hot in here.
I'm cold.
I'm getting hot. That's okay. I need more air, but it's okay. Excuse me. That is literally my nose getting stuffy, hot, cold. My sinus is about starting to drain. I was going to tell you that on that part before I skip it. My office is exactly 39 minutes from my house. So I drive on 210, chaos. Usually I take the back roads and get to as far down 210 as I can. Then I take 95 north, fucking chaos. And I get happy and I get peaceful and I turn the music up and I start partying like a rock star when I get to Route 50. It's wide open. The HOV lane, it's all these lanes. We be flying, everybody be rolling. I love the HOV lane. Now my windows are tinted out because I don't have a passenger. But what you gotta do if you there's no potholes, it's just smooth driving once you pass the little interchange. So you got 6 lanes with the HOV. So this is where you put your blow-up doll or your blow-up dom in the car if your windows ain't tinted out, and you are good. You can go. And just so you know, I already looked it up. If you get caught driving the HOV lane, it's only $90. So that's better than a ticket camera on $295 that's gonna double, and that shit gonna be $250. So $90 is the infraction. It don't be about the police. I know some police, but don't tell them I told you. But yeah, like it's a smooth drive. So that's what I want to talk about the driving stuff. So let's say in in traffic, your commute is 1 hour, 5 days a week to and from your office when you report in. So this is an additional 10 hours of commuting for me, give or take. And that doesn't even mention if I have to go to DC because I have customer service. So now you have 118 hours left. So then we get to the big one, which is food and sleep. Yummy. Well, especially if you're imaging what you're eating, because you got to think about it, got to cook it, got to eat it. And it's maybe more time. I was modest. So to feed yourself, home or not, that's at least 4 hours, which includes shopping for meals, preparation, the decision of what you're cooking, picking a restaurant, etc. That's 7 days a week. So we spend 14 hours on eating and 28 hours on the food. So now you're down to 100 hours. You got 100 hours left. So what you going to do with your 100 hours? Let's see. What are you going to do with your 100 hours? Now you got grooming, showering, shitting, pissing, selecting outfits, keeping up on your health and hygiene. That's in there.
Cutting your toenails.
That shit, weekly, that's at least 2 hours a day. Females might take a little bit long, but I know some dudes, especially y'all, the ones with the beards, y'all be in the bathroom for a long motherfucking time. Like y'all be in there for way longer than I be there doing all kinds of
nose hairs.
Ew. So for that part, we're gonna say, depending on what's important, you in, some are added flossing, whatever your routine is. Especially shit, I didn't even add. I don't go to the nail salon no more, but I used to. So if you add, like, if you go get your hair done, if you go get your nails done, get a manicure,
Washing your toys.
cleaning
Is
your
that
toys
part?
with the toy cleaner, that should be part of that. That's coming up.
Hygiene.
Though.
That's good hygiene. Clean your toys.
So out of your 100 hours, you spent 14 hours on that shit. So now you got 86 hours left.
Dang.
So if you're in a relationship, this is Summer's part. If you're in a relationship or you're a self-pleaser, you now have sexual escapades and orgasmic pleasure. So hopefully this all fits into 10 hours of your week. And again, I'm being very modest. And that number is going to go up because we all have committed to suck more, fuck more, lick more. So if whatever it is you do, so you're about to go up with that. So now after you've done that, you had 76, now have 76 hours. If you spend 10 hours every 7 days, I spend more than 10 hours, I hope. I'm gonna time it next week and I'll get back to y'all. But I did 10 hours as an average. So you got 76 hours left. Now for the big one. I know it's recommended 8 hours, but I like to keep it real. So let's say you get 6 hours of sleep nightly. So you sleep a lot. You have now used an additional 42 hours, only 2 hours less than you are expected to work. So you got fucking sleep. So that's fuckery. That's fuckery for your ass right there. So now you got 44 hours left in a 7-day period. So let's add family and friend responsibilities, social media time, and other influence time. I would like to say we spend at least 3 hours per day responding, acknowledging, or supporting. So I'm going to deduct an additional 21 hours. You now have 23 hours, 23 real hours to do what the fuck you want.
That's fucked up.
That shit's crazy. So we have less than a day of nothingness. Remember this 24 hours in a day, and I did it for 24 hours. You have less than a day of nothingness to find peace, recovery, regaining our energy, which must be accomplished in 23 hours. If we divide that by 7 days in a week, it's optimal to regain our energy and deconstruct from the exhaustion, stress, and anxiety of our day-to-day, that we spend at a minimum 3 hours of recovery each day, gaining strength for the next day. And I'm not talking about your sleep time. Damn. So I don't know when the fuck, I say morning, noon, and night, get your hour in the morning, get your hour midday. And some like, my company, we get 30 minutes for lunch. This is real shit. It's not that depressing, but it is real though. Who do you know that does that? What was I trying to say? Who do you know that does not? Well, that you spend your 3 hours. Because you don't really spend your 3 hours. Like me, for example, I love shopping in Virginia, so I'll go over to New Harry Nice Bridge. It's so nice, and I go shopping out there because I like the stores out there better. So and they just opened the TJ Maxx, and I got the Walmart for my toilet paper, my household shit, and I got the TJ Maxx. It's too small though, but then I gotta go get my Fireball and shit. Like I got shit to do. So I've used up some of my 3 hours when I should be relaxing already. So the mentality of our society has become is we are grinding, hustling, struggling, and we deserve the feeling of accomplishment because that's what we're doing. So I'm like, fuck that fuckery. We work to have the ability to enjoy life, but do we reap the benefits of our work ethics? Not reality. I would say not really. How did we ever think our worth or financial capacity is based on a person who runs a company that's just fuckery? It's just stupid. Do you want to? You're annoyed. I'm sorry.
I'm really annoyed.
Don't be annoyed. We're going to change it.
I knew I would be.
Our worth is based on our creativity, our enthusiasm, and love of life, and the pleasure and passion we hold close. So whatever makes us happy, that's what tonight's show is about. Whatever makes us happy as an individual is the actual success of life. So you got to find your fucking time. We have been imprisoned and influenced through media, technology, and expectations that are unreal and unrealistic. Our health and safety in all aspects of our life should remain first. But the overworking of our society is long-standing, and it's just gotten worse since the fucking world has changed because now you can do more because you're around more. Money is merely a bartering tool for the things that we enjoy, always has been and always will be. It's a tool we use for our self-acceptance of self. The dirty secret is wealth is never yours. It is just data and a system of checks and balances. You can have credit and wealth all on paper. When's the last time you held your annual salary in your hand? Like if you go to the bank and you be like, hey, I'm trying. Let's say you make $50,000 a year. When the last time you went to the bank, be like, I like my $50,000, please? It's shit gone. You done already paid it back to all your debt. Like, but what the fuck did you do that you really truly enjoy? Well, I be enjoying myself. As y'all know, I go to Jamaica naked in a minute. But you gotta plan that shit. Summer. You gotta plan that shit and make that shit important. So, again, it's just data. It's just numbers. And you know what else I hate? I hate when I go make a deposit in the bank. Like, you know, you got your little end of the year bonus. Mine wasn't that much, so I'm definitely not bragging. And motherfuckers talking about you gonna hold my check. No, you not. I had an account with y'all since 1992. I don't give a fuck how much money I put in this institution. When I look at my account, that shit better be credited tomorrow.
Maybe like the first $100
I've been with the
be
bank since
available the next
1990.
day.
I wait that
I'm like,
shit.
that's some bullshit.
And they don't do
You
me
better
like
give
that
me my
anyway.
money.
They put my money in that motherfucking account.
Don't play with the money.
Let me tell you this piece too. How about banks charge us to let them keep our motherfucking money? So just for fun, right? Go in the bank and be like, yeah, I like to take out $10,000. And even if you don't got $10,000 in there, and then they be like, oh, you don't have that. That old John, you got. But y'all been taking my $12 a month for at least the last 15 years. Add that shit up. You owe me some.
Right.
How have you been using my money, which is just a fucking number, because you never touch it anymore? Right. And I can't come get the money where the interest from my money that I've been doing to support your fucking bank.
Look, it be
I
like
used to be in
stupid
banking,
stuff.
too.
Like when I was like getting ready to get rid of Verizon too, and they're like, oh, the $12 a month to rent the box. Well, I just want cable from you. That's not my fault. I gotta have a box to get the cable.
Why should I pay you to get the box? That's your device to service me.
Right.
Like, what the
Why
fuck?
do I have to pay to rent it? I don't want the box, but I want your cable.
If you just think about some of the shit that we get ripped off for, like I'm bad, and if anybody has any suggestions, I didn't research it, but then I be forgetting what people tell me because I be talking so much. I gotta get to these topics too. Let me make sure I'm finished this. What I was gonna say, why the bank, and then remind me that I'm gonna talk about Comcast.
Okay.
Why do banks charge us to allow them to keep our money? What fuckery is that? If I have $120,000 in a bank and there's a zombie apocalypse, I want reassurance I could get my money out since I've been paying the financial institution to hold my money as they see fit.
FDIC
How I'ma get my money?
insured.
How I'ma-
FDIC
But if there's a
insured.
zombie apocalypse, them motherfuckers gonna be running. They gonna shut that shit down. Don't you remember the Twin Towers? The Pentagon? I couldn't get my money. That shit closed up. Wait, y'all, we need to put some money under our mattress like in the old day.
It'd be simple
Put
stuff.
something in the yard. I mean, I don't know how much money would do good in a zombie apocalypse, but you never know. If you could at least burn it to stay warm if you had to.
If I figure I do one better, this shit with having to ring up my own groceries and bag that shit. How did I become an employee there?
Hey, hold up. Don't get me started. Let me tell you this.
When did I
this
become
just-
an employee? I gotta
Oh my
pay
God.
for my food.
This
and you making me be the employee too. Like I don't have no
No,
benefits.
fuck that.
but
Fuck
I gotta
that.
bag my
No,
shit.
not, you
ring
gotta
it
do
up.
more than that. You have to travel through the aisles and find it. And half the time they ain't got what you looking for. Why the fuck y'all ain't got no country time? You know I need lemonade. I've been drinking too much soda. I changed that shit. I'm drinking country time again. That sounds
And
so
then
old.
she'll start blinking and be like, please see customer service. And I'm like, I'm
And
customer
why they all
service, 'cause
different? At
I'm the one
Safeway,
doing
they
the
act like
work.
you stealing shit. I be like, put the bag in the bagging area. It is in the bagging area, motherfucker. Like that shit be. Wait, I want to go back to look. I literally do all my household shopping at Walmart. I don't give a fuck. I know people hate it. I save money. I buy a lot. I buy a lot of shit. I use paper products, so I do recycle though. With that said, I fucking refuse. And no disrespect to the person, and I'm glad you got your job. I'm not showing you my motherfucking receipt. And like I have literally snatched my receipt out somebody's hand. First of all, is it my fault that y'all stop giving out the big bags? So if I'm trying to buy fucking 15 rolls double Northern, it ain't my fault the package so fucking big. I got paper towels, napkins, toilet paper. I put that shit under
You
the
do that
cart.
shit in BJ's.
Then the
Try to
motherfuckers
get out
gonna
there
be.
doing BJ's without
Oh, I
showing
don't go to
your receipt.
BJ's
They
no more.
gonna tackle your
I will,
ass.
look, they better tackle me because if you're not a police officer, but I don't need that type of, I don't buy that kind of shit. But I stopped showing my receipt, I don't know, probably about 5 years ago. No bullshit. I was just in the store. When I went over to the store, and I go to one in Virginia. I see, well, first of all, you watch me because I ring it up, I find it, I ring it up, I have my little list. I scan that shit myself. I pay the machine myself. I do all that shit. Then not only you got to put the shit in the car, Then you got to get home, take that shit out the car, and put it where it belongs. And I paid you for that shit. You not seeing my motherfucking receipt. You want to see my receipt? You better follow me around that motherfucking store. So I see the lady in front of me. She like, why did I tell her? I said, oh, I ain't got time for this shit. I go right around. I go right around. Now, sometimes if I have a helper in the store, I be like, do you want this receipt? Because I'm not fucking with her. I don't give a fuck who's pushing the cart. I'm not showing you the receipt. I'm against it. So Clarissa texted me the other day talking about, I'm just like my mother. I went into Walmart. I was like, I'm not showing my receipt. I'm about to get up. But they ain't the police. They better call the police. You're not official.
And then
greeters ain't official.
And then what
you have
else
security
is annoying
clearance.
is every single store now asks you if you want to donate. Let me donate to what I want to donate to.
Can I get some money to help pay these groceries?
Everything. Do you want to round up? Do you want to donate?
Why the fuck did
I give to the charities I choose, not the charities you want me to
fuck
give
that?
to.
I'm still trying to figure out why. I've been buying Puffs Plus for the last fucking 10 years because I got allergies. So I like the 4-pack because I got one of them little toilet paper holders. You put the square tissue box. I buy the long ones in the tissue for 4 of the Puffs Plus lotion. That's much. Anybody want to give me a gift? I like the Puffs Plus lotion. I go through so many of the motherfuckers in a week. Why is that shit $6.84 and now coming a 2-pack and it used to come in a 4-pack? Is there inflation on paper? No eggs. No, let me stop because we gotta get to the topics.
We do.
But
That's
anyway,
crazy. She done see what
I know
she
I done
started.
started some shit.
See what she started.
So the final thought: if you are working fucking hard, play hard, but find more time to allow your creativity to rest, recover, and rebuild the energy the stars are providing. Because remember, you're a star, and we got to share energy with the stars and the animals and the planet and the universe. And the only way we can do that is if we feel good. So that shit definitely wasn't to make you make like I work too fucking much. It was. But it was more so, I need to replace some of this work time with some motherfucking me time and fuck the fuckery. So that was that for that. I hope you enjoyed that. I had fun with that. All right, we're gonna move real quick, y'all, because I gotta be leaving 8:55 as my time is up. So thank you, Jennifer, for your comments and anybody else who commented. You're just awesome. Like, can you come be a co-host? Like, I'd love to have you in the studio. Nah, I know, but that would be fun. All right, so we're gonna do a couple of topics. I'm trying to think any, meeny, miny, mo. From topic 94, A Sex Talk with Sunshine, which aired January 4th. So, oh, here we go. You can do topic 1. Can you sing?
Sure,
You
yes.
Okay. I made that big.
Topic 1, we like them big.
Like
Topic
it.
1, part 1. With 19 days into 2023, how many times have you fucked this year?
I always love this.
And did you fuck the same person or different people?
That's an easy one. One more time.
Again, with 19 days into 2023, how many times have you fucked this year? And did you fuck the same person or different people?
What's your answer?
I
I ain't even count.
think I'm like 4 in the same person.
Okay, I think that was about what you said. Did you
No,
want to
I had
answer?
0 last time.
Oh, you was 0. No.
Yeah.
But you can't. That's because we did it on the 4th. This was the 4th show. She don't listen. This is the show from the 4th, so I might have changed.
Oh, yeah.
46 and the same
Whoa.
person. We got a champion in the house, y'all. Get it? I love it. I fucking love it.
You
That's
shouldn't
what's
have
up.
any stress, girl.
I know you should be stress
all
free.
that?
Shit, you should be like, Lord, I can barely make it through your show, Sunshine, because I'm about to go fuck. Like, no, no, I love it. Good for you, girl. You be working a lot. We got to have a conversation, sidebar and shit. I'm coming over. Remember, get my room ready. This is interesting. Game Master, you want to answer? 0. Shit, we can maybe before the 30th, hopefully. Mr. Vagina Redesigner, are you here? Or you don't have to if you don't want to. The question was,
With 19 days into 2023, how many times have you fucked this year? And did you fuck the same person or different people?
my answer would be similar. We're gonna skip part. Oh, we did. I think we asked something similar. We're gonna skip part 2.
Okay, yeah.
And let's go to topic number 2.
Topic
We got 5 minutes.
2.
Oh, what? Why you loud? Why you yelling no?
Hey. She said, first she said,
Exactly.
get in,
Ain't
then
nobody
she said,
in
get
here.
out. Okay.
Let me. What?
fuck situation?
That low. Stop playing now. You play too much.
What fuck situation, scene, or situation?
I didn't mean to put situation twice.
What fuck situation
Or
scene would you like to try for the first time or try again that you only did once in your life?
All right, so what fuck situation or scene that you only do, you'd like to try for the first time or you only did once in your life and you'd like to try it again?
I think this is a little bit deeper. I think the last time it said, have you?
I be changing stuff up sometimes.
But you wanted to know.
I want to fuck on the beach again. I ain't done that in a long time. I'm working on that. I just don't want no sand up my hoo-ha. Did you have an answer?
No.
Oh, okay. Game Master, did you have an answer? That's nice, yes. One more time. Mr. Walker? Vagina Reads. Oops. Sorry, I'm so formal today. Did you have did you want to answer? That's a good one. I can understand that. Will there be enough space? It was just a sidebar. All right, where are we? Because we gotta hurry up.
All right.
I did have some examples: threesome, moresome, DP situation, ride a face, suck a dick upside down, food, sex, fantasy. So there were things that you could do.
Okay.
We're not doing topic 3,
Okay.
and we're not doing topic number 4.
So go to 5.
Let me see. Okay, yeah, let's do 5.
Okay. Part 1. Name a fuck act that you did before but never plan to do again, and why?
And I remember my answer: fuck for charity. I ain't doing that shit no more. Them days is over. No more charity fucks. No more etiquette fucks. I'm only gonna fuck you because I want to.
No more Skittles.
How about no more saying you want to try that shit and then thought they wasn't gonna come for your ass? Let's talk about that shit. Jennifer said threesome, but me in charge. I just want to be the moderator of the situation. Yeah, that's cool. I would have did you answer? Would you like to answer? No pressure. Oh, okay. Well, it was like if you did something, like for example, Summer thought that it would be fun for some.
You have to use me for an example. Is there something that you ever did that you will never do again?
She didn't like it.
Mine's limited, so I don't really I haven't got to that point.
Okay, you want me to give you a list of things you could try that you probably not gonna want to do again? No, I'm just kidding. And I'll ask you again next year. Yeah, oh, shit, that'd be fun. Vagina redesigner, did you want to answer?
Everything I've done, I would do.
Wow, right now.
Good for you. Good for you. That's what's up.
Ferret. That ferret had a booty on it.
Animals, please. No animals, please. We cook animals. That's all we do with animals. I can't even get into that right now because we've got to get ready to go. Part 2, no more drunk fucks and definitely anal never again. Oh. I don't know. I'm close to that anal thing never again, though. But I might do it one more time this year and then just be done. Then just throw that shit out the window. I do think this year I'm going to let somebody eat my pussy because it's been a minute. Like, I left that shit alone a long time ago. I don't get no offers no more like I used to.
Because you said you weren't letting anybody do it.
But I had to so I could stop giving offers.
They
Shit.
gave up.
I mean, some people that don't know me, they'll still be like, somebody said, I want that from the summer. I said, I don't know what that means, but don't send that to me on my business page because I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Last one, if you had one New Year wish and could change something about your body, your thoughts, yourself, or society rules, which one of those would you wish to change? I don't want to know what the wish would be. I just want to know, would you change something about your body, your thoughts, yourself, something about yourself, like your personality, basically, or society rules? What would you wish for? I'm definitely buck naked anywhere I want to be. I'm gonna be naked somewhere other than France. That's mine. But if you don't have one, okay. You could say you want to change your thoughts. You want to stop working a 40-hour fucking work week, right? You
change
talk about
my
that shit for
thoughts.
2 hours. Change your thoughts. Shit.
Change my thoughts thinking about I need to save everybody.
Stop saving hoes. Like, stop it. And I that's generic. That's not men or women.
Saving
I've been stopped
everybody.
being on that save a hoe. And I'll do it. Game Master, did you want to answer? Come on, run down the street buck naked with me.
But really have people stop over and what they like. Not that you don't have to like it.
Non-judgmental. I fucking love
Love
it.
it.
I fucking love it. That's a great one.
It is. That is a
Jennifer said, lose these damn side rollers and stop giving everybody else parts of me that I'm not giving myself. Great one. I like that
love
too.
that.
Yeah. Did you want to answer Vagina Redesigner? We got to go. Your wish could be something for your body, your thoughts, yourself, meaning personality, or society rules that you would change. That's a good one.
That's a deep.
I don't know which one that would fit under, but that was very philosophical. I feel like it was like a universal answer. Yes. Yeah, obviously. That's pretty cool. I like it's very good though. I got you, baby, I got you. I knew what you said. So thank you for being here again tonight. I had a good time. I hope you all had a good time. Very excited to be back here with you guys, Beltway Radio and Beyond, and Adult Conversation with Sunshine Aces. And thank you so much to Summer for coming to hang out with me 2 nights in a row. I'm going to zoom my ass home, and y'all know I'm going to bed because I got an early day tomorrow. So I had a great time, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Good night.
Good night.